to NFL Gameday Kickoff, presented by KFC.
The Cardinals keep stacking wins, picked up their third win of the season just 4 days ago, looking to hold on to that one seed in the NFC. Look at this. We got Packers fans on one side, we got Cardinals fans on the other, and we are here in Arizona getting ready for Thursday Night Football, the Cardinals' first primetime game of the year, and it is an absolute monster matchup here on NFL Network. Hello, everybody. Welcome in to NFL Gameday Kickoff, and wow, it is two hot teams. It's hot outside. Everything's coming up us on Gameday Kickoff. I'm Colleen Wolf, Steve Smith Sr., Joe Thomas, Michael Irvin, still really digital. Wow.
Diligently, let me help you.
That I can
The brain is overheating already.
Oh my goodness. You know what? That's how I can tell it's going to be a great show, because energy is off the charts here, and we are I can't even say it. Never mind. I'm not even going to go there. How about this, guys? The Cardinals, they've been incredible this season to start the year. Let's go. Just how impressive has the start been for Arizona? Got to go back to 1974. That's the only other time Cardinals fans have seen a 7-0 jump to the season. As for the offense, Kyler Murray and his crew posting the most points per game for a Cardinals team since 1948. What? And oh, by the way, they have a top 5 scoring defense as well, joining the Bills as the only two teams that are top 5 on both sides of the ball. And if they win over the Packers, the fans tonight would witness the best start in a very long time, in a very long franchise history, because it would be the first time ever. But there's a lot of Packers chants going on behind us here. A ton of Packers fans. Also, I don't know if you guys caught it, but there's a couple Cardinals fans out here with cheese graters on their head, which is very top-notch, might I say. A lot of creativity. So, Steve, take me through what makes this Cardinals offense so difficult to stop.
Well, what makes this offense difficult to stop is Kyler Murray. He is the guy that makes it go. But head coach and the offensive play caller, Cliff Kingsbury, he knew for this offense to be explosive, like it was at Texas Tech, he needed a quarterback that was two-dimensional, a guy that can be escapable. He can run, but also have the arm strength and the accuracy, and also understand how he can do and what he does before the snap of the ball. I've used it this year, and I'll keep using it. When you have a quarterback that can confirm exactly where he's going before the snap of the ball and not discovering, it makes it a world of difference, and you have the efficient top 5 offense, and that's what you're seeing right now, tonight, by the Arizona Cardinals at the helm with Kyler Murray.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible to watch how much better they are this year than what they finished last year. You know, those last 5 losses last year, I think they averaged like 17 points a game. Right now, every game they're scoring over 30-some points a game. They are putting points on the board, and it does start with Kyler Murray. First of all, they got better players than they've had last year. They put on guys like A.J. Green, and I'm going to tell you, this last edition, and Zach Ertz, I think that's going to take them over the top, getting Ertz from your Philadelphia Eagles. But Kyler Murray, this dude has been playing off the chart. Versus the blitz, he has 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and a 150 passer rating. Last year, he had 7 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and an 84 passer rating versus the blitz. That tells you right there why this team is going where it's going and why they are undefeated right now.
Irv, they're just a nightmare to defend for defenses, and also for the Cardinals. Joe, they're going to be down one of their great defenders for a while now, because it sounds like his season is absolutely over. But they've got nothing on what the Packers are dealing with right now, injury-wise. On offense, they won't have Davante Adams or Allen Lazard. On defense, they're still missing Jair Alexander. Kevin King also questionable. No defensive coordinator either in Joe Barry. So how do you expect them to respond with so many important components unavailable?
Yeah, the Packers have been dealing with all sorts of injuries the entire season at all their critical positions. And not exactly great timing to lose Davante Adams and Allen Lazard coming into Arizona, playing against one of the best defenses in the NFL. But if they want to have a chance tonight, they got to run the football, which is going to be a little bit different than what they did last week against the Washington football team. They did not run the ball that much. Aaron Jones only had 6 touches running the football. But that was by design, right? Because the Washington football team has a terrible pass defense. So Matt LaFleur, he's not an idiot. Do what your other team's defense can't defend. So what did they do last week? They threw the ball. This week, Cardinals have a great secondary. They can defend the pass. But what they have as far as a chink in the armor, maybe, it's that run defense. That's about the only thing that they're not really good at on defense. And when you've got a player on the other side of the field like Kyler Murray, who's the leading candidate for MVP right now, you want to keep him off the field. That's the game plan for today. Run the ball, keep Kyler Murray off the field.
And the Arizona Cardinal defense will get one of their pieces back on the field tonight. Chandler Jones, who was activated off of that COVID reserve list on Monday. So a much-needed bump here for this defense. Must-see TV tonight here in Glendale, Arizona.
NFL Gameday Kickoff is presented by KFC. Head to KFC.com to try the spicy Kentucky Fried Chicken Sandwich today.
You only get one first bite of the Kentucky Fried Chicken Sandwich, so you better make it the best one, which is this one here. Oh, but it's also this one. Oh, but this one's a good-looking bite, too. Try the Kentucky Fried Chicken Sandwich today for just $3.99. It's finger-licking good.
Oh, Bud Light Seltzer Retro Title?
Have you tried these yet?
Bud Light Seltzer Retro Title, the loudest flavors ever.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Microsoft Surface is part of the NFL, so are superstitions. Spin it right, stop a kick in flight. Hold Surface and tap your ear. Touchdowns are near. Swipe with your nose for accurate throws. Respect the power of Surface.
Okay, buddy. You ready? Just run as fast as you can. Keep your arms out and your eyes on the ball. And once you catch it, never stop.
There's a new team in the NFL.
One that plays for home. Everyone's home.
Whether you're a rookie or a seasoned pro,
This team has your back. We can help you tackle any project.
We're the Lowe's home team, and anyone can be on it.
are you in?
Try out for the Lowe's home team today.
Can't wait for kickoff?
Oh, I love football.
Saturday mornings, our crew is up and at 'em, breaking down all the latest news heading into Sunday.
Could be one of the most electrifying offenses we've ever seen.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Good Morning Football Weekend, Saturday at 9 on NFL Network.
Back in Arizona, there's the #1 target in this Cardinals offense, the often unstoppable DeAndre Hopkins, who makes a living making circus catches look easy.
Unstoppable, presented by Courtyard by Marriott.
That's exactly what Hopkins is about. He makes a one-handed catch.
Oh, my goodness. Did he catch that? That's the touchdown catch of the year.
Hopkins with a one-handed grab. Toe tapper, yes!
D-Hop brought it down. Touchdown! You can't cover Duke.
has caught it with 1 second left. I can't believe it.
These fans with the cheese graters on their heads, yeah, they would like more where that came from, especially on NFL Network, where Hopkins thrives. The most catches, receiving yards, and receiving touchdowns on the network since 2013. He has 4 touchdowns in his last 3 games, and Irv, now he's got a Packers defense without their defensive coordinator.
Yes, and this man, you mentioned it, he is unstoppable. Steve, I must admit, you look great today, man.
Oh, thank you.
That green blends in, absolutely great. But this guy, he's been unstoppable. Steve, you're unstoppable. But D-Hop is definitely unstoppable. Number 1 since 2018 in yards and reception in the NFL. Watch this. Just the 2 deep look coverage. Watch how patient he is and how he finds a hole in the zone area. And boy, Kyler Murray knows how to find them no matter where he is. And on the deep route, this is an inside release. Most people don't take that, but watch how he gets right back outside because he knows he has to get away from the safety coming over top. Kyler Murray finds him. And on this third one, we like to call these 50-50 balls. But they're not 50-50 when it's D-Hop. I like to say it's probably about 90-10. That's why you throw them. Not 50-50, 90-10 when you're going up with a guy like D-Hop who has that kind of body control and what I call air awareness. He knows how to position his body to make the play, Steve. Who do you have for unstoppable?
Well, to be unstoppable, you have to retain the ball. And so to keep D-Hop from embarrassing that secondary with Zaire Alexander not being there, you got to run the ball with Aaron Jones. And so when you give the ball to Aaron Jones, he is a guy that can catch the ball and run. But you see the safety coming up, stops on a dime, then sees the linebacker, and you can see his yards after contact. He's matriculating those yards, almost up to 60 to 70 yards after contact. And then you can just go ahead, run around him, but also put him outside and go against a linebacker. No, a corner to have him underneath. You got a high-low, Aaron Jones, and then Devontae Adams, who will not be playing tonight, right underneath, and then just watch how he becomes now a running back. He's physical, running towards contact. He will be unstoppable. Your guy will be unstoppable. And let's toss it back to an unstoppable woman, Colleen Wolfe.
Thank you, Steve. You know who else might be unstoppable tonight? DeAndre Hopkins, because as you mentioned, he might not play tonight, questionable, but there he is working out on the field, and he gave a thumbs up early, so that can only mean good things are ahead.
Welcome to Allstate, where we have all new lower auto rates. And savings like that make you feel like you won the whole dang thing. Now get new lower auto rates with Allstate. Because better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click or call for a lower auto rate today.
This one's for every parent who got their kid into hockey and has to live with that decision every weekday at 4:30 a.m. You've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
With Verizon, there's up to 7 entertainment subscriptions with your unlimited plan. That's 7 times the... That's 7 times the entertainment! Because everyone deserves better. And with plans starting at just $35, better costs less than you think.
You know what beats next day shipping? Getting it the same day. So shop Ace online and get free in-store or curbside pickup right in your neighborhood. Or get what you need delivered the very same day you order.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Why does fitness have to look like this when it could be as simple as this? Mix Fitness uses science-backed heart rate technology to customize every workout so you can maximize your results. Because this isn't real life, but Mix is. Get started at mixfitness.com.
Yeah, Caesar! Hey, I'm Carl. He's the best, right? I was at all his early speeches, the Aqueduct one. I've had the Caesars app since it was in beta testing.
Oh, my Caesars in the house!
The live in-game betting was my idea. Yeah, you know, I usually like bet on hockey and stuff. Oh my God, they're up by 2. Hey, I'm Carl.
It's a primetime showdown on Thursday Night Football.
And here we go.
Carson Carson Wentz. Wentz throws, pass caught, touchdown. And sophomore sensation Jonathan Taylor. You just can't bring him down. Lead of Indianapolis Colts high-powered offense against the New York Jets team. Touchdown, New York. That looks to get back on track. Jets, Colts, Thursday Night Football on Fox, NFL Network, and streaming on Prime Video.
This is NFL Total Access.
It's TA from LA.
If it happens in this league, you'll find it here.
We lead you through every angle.
That's how we do it. Let's go.
He was born to play the position.
Leaping grab, touchdown.
It's your home to all the latest news.
Teams still see him as a dynamic playmaker. This deal is going to go through.
And our home to all your favorite experts.
I love this kid, and he's only going to get better. I'm a believer. I think they got a bunch of game changers.
With in-depth analysis.
But I think they're going to exploit the mismatch.
Tom Brady is just off the charts.
This guy comes up and hits.
What a play! For every team.
We go into each and every game confident that we will come out victorious.
This is amazing.
They're one of the best defenders in the league.
Attack, attack, attack.
Every weeknight.
This is a heavyweight matchup.
And when you need your football fix most, you'll be right at home.
You cannot be hyped for this.
NFL Total Access. Only on NFL Network.
Welcome back to Glendale, Arizona, where, guys, you can play anywhere. NFL Numbers presented by DraftKings Sportsbook for your chance to win the $5 million NFL jackpot. Scan the code on your screen right now or visit NFL.com/numbers to open your exclusive pack of free NFL numbers. Match your 8 numbers to the players with the longest touchdowns on Sunday and win $5 million. It's that easy. So the Packers, they're showing up and showing out tonight in Arizona. Those fans are really here in huge numbers for Green Bay's first game on the road since Aaron Rodgers fought Chicago again back in Week 6.
Quick count, Rodgers takes, pump fakes once, scrambles to his right, takes it himself for the touchdown! Aaron Rodgers just inside the pylon!
Okay, to be fair, Rodgers owns a lot of teams, but where he'll continue his ownership is what's in question. All the drama this offseason. He finally showed up and had this to say just before the season. It's title town, it's championship, or disappointment. So, with all of that in mind, Joe, you live in Wisconsin through and through. You see all of these Packers fans behind us. A lot of cheeseheads out here. What do you think about this? Would Aaron Rodgers at this point, would winning a Super Bowl keep him in Green Bay?
It could. It might keep him there, but it's not about winning a Super Bowl that will keep Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay. It's much more about allowing him to feel like he's truly It's much more about allowing him to feel like he's truly a partner with the front office, developing and molding this roster and having some input and say in the guys that are going to be on the roster that have an effect on how Aaron Rodgers can do his job. He wants some say, and I feel like that's something that they've done this offseason. Brian Gutekunst, their general manager, has talked a lot about improved communication. He's talked about the partnership and the conversations that they're having now. So Aaron feels like he's part of that process. But more than anything, I think Aaron Rodgers just wanted control over what happens at the end of his career. Whenever that happens, he just wants to make sure that he has some say, whether he gets traded somewhere, whether he gets cut, or how his career finishes, because he saw what happened with Brett, and he doesn't want that to happen with him.
That's exactly what it is. He wants to write the history of his ending after seeing guys not be able to do that. He saw Brett, and then not only saw what happened to Brett, he saw what Tom did last year. He saw Tom say, you know what, I'm not taking it from this team that says it's time to move on. I'm going to write my own end. So he started setting it up. No matter what happens this year, whether if they win a Super Bowl or do not win a Super Bowl, all of that last year was about Aaron Rodgers saying, you will not unceremoniously get rid of me like I had a front seat and watching Brett. I'm going to have some control. And honestly, Steve and guys, I'm shocked that it's taken this long for us to get to this place where quarterbacks are starting to say, I want control over the end of my career.
Well, I'll just say I haven't spoken to Aaron Rodgers, so I can't really speak for him. all I can do is talk in generality about being a competitor. And we, as competitive as we all are, we also have egos and we believe what we believe. And at some point, we all know that we will hang up our cleats or our cleats will get hung up for us. And with that being said, I believe, based on watching, he knows exactly what he wants to do. And what happens throughout the year and how it goes and how the communication or lack of communication is done really puts either good taste or bad taste in his mouth. He's done a great job of not really talking about anything, but just doing what he does best. Is dropping dimes and leading that team to the promised land and continuing to keep the spirit of Tinseltown being what it is, Titletown.
Tinseltown.
You know, being what it is.
Yeah, but we can look into some things.
Yeah, we're looking into it because it is unfamiliar. We usually don't get this type of chatter from Aaron Rodgers. I love what he said. I loved how he just ran over the general manager. Because it really starts to say that, hey, you're not just going to play this narrative out in the media. But every year there's a draft. And every year a team has so many picks, and they're going to pick the players they believe they're going to pick.
Okay, so
and guess what? They never talk, very rarely do they ever talk to the other player about, hey, we're picking a lineman, we're picking a wide receiver.
Sure.
However, quarterbacks are a little bit more fragile, and they need to be because they're part of what drives the bus.
Okay, so at this point, though, quickly, let's just go down the line. Is this the best place for him to win a Super Bowl? Is this his best shot in Green Bay?
Hell if I know.
Well, I think it is, yes. And I think he will be here next year because it seems that the general manager, Brian Gutekunst, he got checked by Aaron Rodgers. Just like when we were leaders in our locker room on our team. Like sometimes somebody gets out of line, you got to check him. You got to bring him back and let him know, hey, this is not the power structure that's going on in this locker room. And I think that's what's happened. You see the communication has improved. And I think the gap that was between Aaron Rodgers and the front office as far as developing the roster and what happens with his career, I think that's been bridged. And I think you see it on the field with Aaron Rodgers. He's playing with all sorts of joy. He's a happy guy. He's playing carefree, and he's playing great football. So I don't see that he would want to go anywhere else.
And they made him trade for Randall Cobb, too.
Yeah. And he's playing exceptional football with Davante Adams. What we have to try to do is extrapolate information from the whole situation. But Davante Adams plays a role in it.
Yeah, that's a big part of it.
If Davante Adams had signed a long-term contract like they offered him last year to be one of the highest paid, then I would say, oh, yeah, Aaron Rodgers is coming back.
That's
the fact that he left that contract on the table says we don't know what's going on, but whatever's going to go on, those two are going to coach.
That's the only thing that can sidetrack it.
A lot to talk
goes
about here.
Else.
We have a lot of opinions about this game tonight and about Aaron Rodgers specifically. We know that he is thirsty and the team is thirsty for a Super Bowl after missing out just one game out in the NFC Championship game back-to-back years. But all that talk about the last dance for Aaron Rodgers. And Rodgers really stepped on the dance floor back in 2007, a huge Thursday night football game in Dallas. Brett Favre left with an injury, and Rodgers came on in relief through his first career touchdown pass, and they came up short, but I think everyone knew there was something really special going on that night, and maybe there will be something very special going on this night here in Glendale, Arizona. Aaron Jones with the sombrero on, gonna need to step up.
He knows it's his night. I love it.
NFL Gameday Kickoff is brought to you by Verizon, the official 5G network of the NFL.
Are you ready for football? Friday nights, Gameday View breaks down every matchup.
The run game, the pass game, you can do it all. This team is turning into a sneaky fun team. That's going to be the difference maker.
Touchdown, Titans! NFL Gameday View, Friday at 8 on NFL Network.
Sunday at 9, Micah Parsons and Trayvon Diggs have the Cowboys rolling.
Of course it's Diggs!
They tell Michael Irvin the keys to Dallas's defensive success.
We got so many go-getters. Everybody's bound to be that guy.
NFL Game Day morning, Sunday at 9 on NFL Network.
Truthfully, it's frustrating to see how fast dust reappears.
But dusting with a cloth is a pain.
And dealing with a bulky vacuum is such a hassle. Ugh. So now, we use our Swiffer Sweeper
and dusters. The fluffy fibers, they pick up dust easily, grabbing it in all those hard-to-reach places. Gotcha.
And for our floors, Sweeper's textured cloths lock all kinds of dirt, dust, and pet hair. Unlike my vacuum, it sneaks under and around places. Look at that.
Dust-free and hassle-free.
Stop cleaning, start Swiffering.
Introducing the all-new one-wheel GT and Pint X. GT, built with more power to crush new terrain. Pint X, twice the range to take on the city. 2 new boards to make everywhere epic. Get riding today at onewheel.com.
I've seen this movie before.
You have?
Sure. This is the part where all is lost and the hero searches for hope. Then a mysterious figure reminds her that she has the Farmer's Home Policy Perk guaranteed replacement cost and that her home will be rebuilt regardless of her limits or if the cost of materials has gone up.
That's really something.
Get a whole lot of something with Farmer's Policy Perks. Wait, I didn't ruin the ending, did I?
Yeah, you did.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Getting your favorite restaurants delivered to your door just got better. Introducing the Grubhub Guarantee. It's our promise to deliver the food you love on time and give you the lowest price. Or you'll get $5 off your next order. Experience your food just like the restaurant intended. That's the Grubhub Guarantee.
Warm feet and cold hands. Find the fine life, baby.
My work has been viewed by 100 million people. My work helps save lives. My work has gone platinum. My work gives people hope. I work at FedEx.
Take your career to the next level with one of our many open positions.
Sing along, put the volume up to 10. Let your neighbors hear the song. It's from me to you. That's what I'm talking about. Singing, we gon' turn it out. Let the bass vibrate through your soul. Take total control. And shout it out. That's what I'm talking about. Sing it, we gon' turn it out.
Go to NFLshop.com and get 20% off.
AJ, let's be the best thing. We're the best, lady boy. Come on.
Murray, 3-step drop, throws over the middle, and it's picked off.
I'm just trying to play turnover 3.
Looks to throw, sidearms it over the middle, caught for a touchdown. Great throw, Doug. Flushed out of the pocket, rolls right, throws right, caught in the end zone. Lobs it far side, Ertz with the catch in the 30, 10-5 touchdown.
It is good to be Kyler Murray. All he does is win. Kyler on pace to set Cardinals single-season records for passing yards and passing touchdowns. And then if they win tonight, they get the mini bye afterwards. But let's look ahead to some individual performances for tonight with our No Huddle presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. And we're going to start right there with Kyler Murray. 7 passing touchdowns in the last 2 games. Steve, so what do you expect from him tonight? More of the same?
Oh, more of the same. I don't know about another 7, but I believe he can get 3 or 4 in there today just because we look at Green Bay, they're down with the injuries on defense. Their top guys, Jair Alexander is not here, Jair Alexander, so I expect Tyler to do what he's been doing all season long, kicking tail and taking names.
He should be excited that he has this guy now to throw to. Zach Ertz scored in his first game with Arizona. It was a career-long 47-yard touchdown for him, so how big is the addition of Ertz? I know that you're scared about this, too, in the NFC, just in general.
Yeah, this worried me when they got Zach Ertz, man. And then
that's why he's sweating so bad right now.
Watching the game last week, how they worked him in. There were opportunities. They wanted to get him opportunities on catching the pass. The first ball they threw to him got intercepted. And even on the touchdown, he got bumped around pretty good, found the open area, and blasted up the field. Absolutely, they will continue to work him in that offense.
And then, Joe, on the other side of things, the man who's tasked with keeping helping that Cardinals offense off the field is Aaron Jones. Time is yours with no Davante Adams out there, so does he continue to come alive tonight?
Yeah, since Matt LaFleur got there, Davante Adams has missed 6 games, and Aaron Jones has been featured big time in those games. He's averaging almost double the amount of carries in those games when Davante is not there as when he is there. He's getting over 125 all-purpose yards in those games, and so if they're able to run the football, that'll set up the play-action pass down the field to be able to get some of those big shots when you don't have your studs at receiver. You got to kind of manufacture some passes down the field. Aaron Jones running the football will allow him to do that.
Aaron Jones, 5 touchdowns in 2 primetime games. We'll see if that carries over under the bright lights tonight.
DraftKings Sportsbook is an official sports betting partner of the NFL. And tonight, new customers can bet $5 on their team to win, and if they do, you walk away with $200. Plus, new fantasy players can play free for your share of millions this season when you make your first deposit. Use promo code SHOWDOWN when you sign up.
Cardinals tight end Max Williams. He's got jokes, guys. He's got jokes. Recreating the whole War Room scene there by Cliff Kingsbury. That was the original one up top. How it started, how it's going a little bit.
Hey, that's Max, former teammate of mine. He's a funny dude. I see you
got that Costco furniture going on.
NFL Game Day Kickoff is presented by KFC. Try the spicy Kentucky Fried Chicken sandwich today at KFC.com.
USA, this is Stephanie.
Hi, this is Robert. I'd like to get up to 30% off my auto insurance with Safe Pilot.
I can help you with that. What's your member number?
87.
It should be between 5 and 12 digits.
Busted. This is Super Bowl champion Rob Gronkowski. I'm not a member.
Mr. Gronkowski, USAA is for the military community and their families. That's what makes us special.
Oh, but I'm special.
USAA, it's still only for the military community.
I mean, seriously, guys, isn't it strange that with all of us in this giant Sirius XM house with like 100 bedrooms,
live recording studios,
a miniature basketball court for Kevin Hart,
and only 1 bathroom?
There better be hot water left, Brent.
No, I'm gonna be late for my show.
It's Brent's bubble time.
Hurry up!
You're not the only host that lives here, Brett.
When you make a same-game parlay bet on FanDuel Sportsbook, you can make this, plus this, then this, all add up to...
No way. No way.
No way.
We did it! We did it! I did it!
all game long. With FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook, make all your favorite moments of the game add up to one awesome moment. New customers get a risk-free bet up to $1,000. FanDuel, make every moment more.
At Skill, innovation has always powered us. And now Skill runs on advanced lithium battery technology, delivering longer runtime, maximum power, and 5-minute recharging. Powering your tools and your tech. Skill, the tools to do the job, the technology to do it better.
Why do I show up day in and day out? Because I am a football player. Watcher.
Pepsi, made for football. Watching.
If you watch football on TV, you need Fubo TV. Get complete NFL coverage, NFL Red Zone, plus games in 4K included at no extra charge. Try Fubo TV free at FuboTV.com.
Tomorrow on NFL Total Access, every Week 8 game, every Week 8 score, every fantasy star about to go off, every favorite about to go down. Plus, why Dak Prescott is walking into a trap. Watch out, Dak. That's tomorrow, 7 Eastern.
Highlights, highlights, and yeah, more highlights.
Oh, look at this!
We've got you covered with every big play from Sunday's slate of games.
Unbelievable.
NFL Game Day highlights, Sunday at 7:30 on NFL Network.
The autumn wind not swaggering, boisterous in here, but the fall vibes and pumpkin patches are out. Pumpkin spice lattes as well. Thursday night football coming up, and just a few days to go until a big Halloween NFL Sunday. We have some fans out here in costumes. People, well, they're dressed as Cardinals fans, I guess. Everyone's very festive. I don't we're starting to get an idea of which teams could remain at the top. These are the division leaders so far, and then these are the teams that got it done last year. 2020 playoff teams on the outside looking in. So in the spirit of Halloween, we're going trick-or-treating, but instead of knocking on doors, we're knocking teams out of the playoffs by smashing pumpkins. So we're just going to go ahead and rule out Washington and the Bears. Have a nice night. They're out of the conversation. I don't even know what is that. They're supposed to protect your suit from the pumpkins, but I don't know what
backwards. He's going to go behind the head smash.
I have my friend over here, the Grim Reaper. He's going to help us out with the sledgehammer.
Mr. Reaper, come on the show.
Thank you, my friend. Great work. I have him on speed dial in case I ever need him.
Yeah, we can hear you.
So, Joe, I'm going to have you do the honors, and you will get the first stab at which team is going to turn into pumpkin pie.
Obviously, I'm not going to smash my Cleveland Browns over here because they're clearly going to make the playoffs. But I'm going to need these fine gentlemen to move out of the way because
let me get back.
The team that I'm smashing is 26th in scoring offense and 27th in takeaways on defense. Do you think those are stats that are going to get us to the playoffs in the toughest division in football? Absolutely not. That's why I am smashing the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Great job. Oh, my God. Watch the camera.
The camera's not worth anything. We're good.
Okay. I feel like that was just like some division heat that you kind of got out of your system, but okay. That's good.
Bias involved.
I like it. Steve, you're up next. Where are you going here?
Hard to pick because Carson Wentz is going to show up. We don't know about Kansas City. If Baker Mayfield, all of a sudden, I see he went and took my advice.
He's not going to do it, is he?
I think he went and took my advice and got all the tussin in Cleveland, and now all of a sudden, he's healed. Okay. But listen, you hearing all the rumblings going on in Carolina. You're hearing Deshaun Watson.
Jeez.
Watch the handle there.
Watch where you're putting that thing.
The defense started off hot, but they're getting ran through. They have offensive line problems, and so that's going to fix everything by getting Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson is one man, but you got a five-man problem. That's offensive line.
Okay.
So I hate to say
that hurts my heart a little bit here.
Oh, no.
Oh, no!
You smashed the Panthers.
I had to go with the...
Watch the sneakers. Those are some high-dollar sneakers. Those are more expensive than my car there. Taking pumpkin guts off.
Steve, I was planning on smashing the Panthers pumpkin, but now that is not an option, I have to go with the next best option. Because I was looking at that Panthers schedule. They still got to play the Cardinals. They still have the Bills. They still have the Bucks twice. They are definitely out of here. You know who else is definitely out of here? I got to go right here, where we recently were for Thursday Night Football. The Seahawks and Geno Smith. I'm sorry, you're just not going to get it done this year. So here we go. I don't know how this is going to work, actually. Watch out! Hide your kids! Hide your wife! Here we go!
I had to dress it up right because we got a lot going on around here. Now I have the Colts, the Browns, and the Chiefs left. And everybody would usually think that I'm going to knock one of these Colts or the Browns out. Actually, I like both of these teams. The team that's really having a problem, and I've been right there where they are the Kansas City Chiefs. 3-4 right now. We'll come out of the next 4 at 1-3. That means they're 4-7 going into that stretch run. Those last 6 games, no way they get a run. The Chiefs will miss the playoffs this year.
He's a maniac. Don't give this man a sledgehammer. Oh, my goodness. You did it. Oh, no. Let's take a look at these. Our instant replays. I need to assess the form. I know mine was absolutely horrendous. Let's see.
He pulled a hammy.
Welcome to NFL Now.
Every weekday, NFL Now has the latest from around the league.
Let's get to what's new right now.
Keep pushing each other to get better every day.
Man, are they back on track.
NFL Now, tomorrow at 1 on NFL Network.
Yo, Nate, I'm ready to turn these highlights into Slime Slide. Join hosts Nate Burleson and Young Dylan in the studio. Tackle everything on and off the football field.
That's actually really sick.
NFL Slime Time, Wednesday at 7/6 Central on Nickelodeon.
One crispy Kentucky Fried Chicken sandwich for you. And a delicious crispy spicy one for whoever needs a little kick in the keister. Get the Kentucky Fried Chicken sandwich in classic or spicy for just $3.99. It's finger-licking good.
All right, here we go. Miller in motion. Wait, is that a baby on the field?
It looks like it, Craig.
And the defensive linemen are playing peekaboo. I've never seen anything like that before.
Harris now appears to be burping the baby.
That's a great moment right there.
Ref going to the rule book here.
Well, wait a minute. Harris is off to the races.
We don't need any more trick plays.
Touchdown!
But we could all use more ways to save.
Are you kidding me?
That's got to be a long bus ride home for the defense.
Switch to Geico for more ways to save.
With the Lowe's home team, you can go for it. Go big. And afford the best. With the Lowe's home team, you'll win the home game.
Try out for the Lowe's home team today.
Oh, Bud Light Seltzer Retro Tie-Dyes?
Have you tried these yet?
Bud Light Seltzer Retro Tie-Dye, the loudest flavors ever.
Why does fitness have to look like this when it could be as simple as this? Mix Fitness uses science-backed heart rate technology to customize every workout so you can maximize your results. Because this isn't real life, but Mix is. Get started at mixfitness.com.
Can't wait for kickoff?
Oh, I love football.
Saturday mornings, our crew is up and at 'em breaking down all the latest news heading into Sunday.
Could be one of the most electrifying offenses we've ever seen.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Good Morning Football Weekend, Saturday at 9 on NFL Network.
We're all here for football.
Best in the league right now. He was awesome.
About to have some fun tonight.
We're talking about those epic matchups.
That's what I can't wait to see.
Unbelievable.
And instant classics.
One of the best football games anyone had ever seen.
One punch after another.
We're here for the Thursday night throwdowns.
What they're doing is really incredible.
He's got his man. Touchdown. Let's go. That's how we do it.
Sunday morning breakdowns.
They are unstoppable. I pray for these moments.
And all the inside lowdown.
I still get chills thinking about it right now.
Your team.
We got the whole city behind it. Play after play after play.
Our team.
This is such an exciting time for a fan. I'm fired up about that one.
Every team.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Let's go!
If it happens in this league,
Football is back in London.
I got to sit down with Meek Mill.
we're all here for it.
Wait till you see this.
What a magnificent ending.
NFL Network. We're here for football.
Michael Irvin just recovering after going full maniac out there. Smashing every pumpkin.
Maniac.
You were like Walter White. It felt like something out of Breaking Bad. Irv is the one who knocks. We have... I know. Come on. Listen, I get an A for effort. I need to get into the gym.
You see how high that pumpkin bounced after you hit it? That's hard to do.
Right?
I don't know how you can hit it that hard and get it to
I
bounce
don't get
without
a
it breaking.
participation
Look at Khalid.
Come on, that's enough. Get this off the screen.
Oh, they going to rerun.
Let's get physical. All night, I'm riding with you. I know you got my back, and you know I got you. So come on. Let's get physical. Lights out, follow the noise. Baby, keep on dancing like you ain't got a choice. So come on. Let's get physical.
Time for Bucket List presented by KFC as I'm putting myself on IR with a bruised ego from that one. Two of the top teams tonight on Thursday Night Football. But Joe, who is the best team in the NFC right now?
Yeah, this one's easy. It's the Cardinals. It's who we're going to watch tonight. They got a top 5 scoring defense, a top 5 scoring offense, one of only 2 teams in the NFL that can do that. And they've been doing it against really good opponents. Tennessee, Minnesota, Rams, San Francisco, Cleveland. That's not a skim milk schedule. That is heavy cream straight from the bulk tank right there. They're playing good opponents, and they're still kicking butt and taking names.
We need Joe to smash pumpkins every segment before every segment.
jacked.
Oh, my goodness.
You talked about the Cardinals being a 1B team. For me, the 1A team has to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You never go against Brady. I made the mistake last year, and I'm never doing it again. Got to take my foot out of my mouth. But listen, this defense, best run defense in the league, third in takeaways. And that's just the defense with all the injuries. So you know what they're doing offensively. Have a mountain, not your little molehill, a mountain of offensive weapons, and they run the ball efficiently. And then they got terrific Tom, the ageless wonder.
Tom Brady, even when he has a down game, he's still breaking records like he did last week.
Hey, Carolina would take a down game.
They didn't even know
right now.
It's 600.
I know.
That tells you they're not even talking about that in the locker room.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Irv, how about this one? I wonder where you're going to go here. What's the best offense in the NFC?
Well, the team that's number one in total offense, scoring offense, big plays and yards per play are the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh,
shocker. So
they
that
are
should
shocked.
tell you something. And then let's not even talk about the way Dak Prescott is playing. I saw Dak Prescott the other day in the pool getting his calf some work. He looks pretty good. But all of the weapons that the Dallas Cowboys have, you see it right there, 34 points per game. Big plays. I mean, this team right now, the way Dak Prescott has all of this talent around him and the way he's dispersing this football, for me, it is absolutely the best offense right now in the National.
That's more of a convenient coincidence than anything for Irv, because he was saying that about the Cowboys last year when they had a doo-doo offense.
Prescott was hurt.
Yes, they are good this year, but he would have said that no matter what. He mailed in that answer in July.
That's his
right after his vacation is over.
Reset button.
No, that's you guys trying to steal the thunder of the Dallas Cowboys. Nobody said the Cowboys were winning last year.
Cowboys are the answer.
I understand. It's hard on you.
Cowboys.
All right, so Irv, you mentioned you mentioned that you saw Dak and he was working on his calf.
My God,
All
Cowboys.
eyes on the calf for him, but let's focus specifically on the quarterbacks that are playing tonight and that are really tops right now in the NFC. A couple of great ones. Brady, more touchdowns than anyone in a conference that is loaded with amazing quarterbacks. So, Joe, we've got the best team and the best offense settled. Who's the best quarterback?
Well, right now it's Kyler Murray. He's hitting passes down the field at an incredible rate. His completion percentage on explosive passes is off the charts, something we've never seen in the NFL. He can beat you two ways. He can beat you with the run, with his legs. He can beat you with the pass. He can beat you scrambling, which is actually 3D, unlike the 2D that you said earlier. Kyler Murray is the best quarterback right now in the NFC.
And let's talk about it. All these guys are great. Now, if I'm looking at what's that?
All of them are great.
No, all these guys are great. Stafford,
they're good, but not great.
Okay, all right. Tom Brady's great.
Thank you.
And Tom's up there in age. Aaron Rodgers great.
Yes.
Aaron's up there with his head and his attitude. Kyler is great.
These are all in the NFC.
He's going to win the Stafford MVP. Stafford is playing great, but I don't know what Detroit did to him. I am going to take Dak Prescott. And I'm not telling you why I'm taking him.
Tell me.
I'm giving you the Cowboys.
Hold on, I want to hear.
Why I would take Dak Prescott. Age with Tom, height with Kyler, and Stafford and Aaron Rodgers. I
think Steve quit.
Okay, Steve is out for this segment. I'm a little shocked that there's no love for the old heads, though, here, because you're going with Kyler, you're going with Dak, and no Rodgers, no Brady, but I'm going to leave you down there for a second. The quarterback matchup tonight already has us just endless possibilities are possible tonight. And if this game goes down to the final seconds, we know that both Aaron Rodgers and Kyler Murray have had their prayers answered in this very building.
We need to get some of that Tussin
I think
that
Steve's saying
Baker
his
Mayfield
prayers
had
right now.
to revive Steve Smith from the dead here.
Let's go. Going to bring pressure again. Rodgers is going to roll away. Murray out of the pocket. 6 seconds. Throws it up in the air. Murray heaves it downfield. Please. What a cat. It's insane. Miraculous. Dominate.
So both quarterbacks can make just about anything throw at any time. And the similarities, they don't stop there, especially in the month of October. Both are 4-0, slightly more passing yards for Rodgers. One more touchdown pass for Murray. Inject this game straight into my veins. I am so excited. Steve, between Rodgers and Murray, now that you're back up here in your seat.
Forcefully. I'm forced up here.
It's, I feel, come on, let's all get in the moment here and be mindful. Which quarterback is more crucial to his team's success?
It has to be Aaron Rodgers more crucial because just what he brings to the table. You've seen when Aaron Rodgers is not on this team, if he's injured, you know exactly what goes down. They are pedestrian-like. They are, it's like a well-beached. It's just not happening. And they just struggle. And so,
like a beached whale?
A beached whale. Yeah, have you ever seen a beached whale?
I haven't.
Me neither, but it sounded good. I just pulled it from the sky, literally.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers, listen, and when we're talking about
he's great, actually.
Yeah, he's absolutely phenomenal. So
we're
really talking about real small increments here. And Aaron Rodgers, but to run that offense that Kyler Murray runs, it takes a special type of athlete.
I know, I talked about in the A-block.
Right, no doubt. Even the Packers believe they can get somebody else to run that offense. That's why they drafted Jordan Love already. But that ain't gonna happen. No one can run this offense that this kid right here is running.
We've seen it at Texas Tech.
No. At Texas Tech don't count. This is the NFL. At college, we can't count.
That's what got Kingsbury
being able to do it at this level, the way he does it. You need that threat of it. You need that threat that can cripple you from the quarterback position running the ball. This kid can do it. He is so detriment. He's a detriment. He has to be on this team, and he has to be on that offense for this offense to click like it's clicked. He's a detriment to any defense.
Look, Steve's clearly right with Aaron Rodgers because I don't think there's any other quarterbacks in the NFL that can do what Aaron Rodgers does with this offense if you traded places with them.
Yes.
I see about 5 to 7 quarterbacks. I see about 5 to 7 quarterbacks that in Cliff Kingsbury's offense with the weapons that he has that would have almost as much success as Kyler Murray, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. We're talking about basically every quarterback in the NFL right now that can run and can get out of the pocket.
No, a quarterback cannot.
Russell Wilson.
Baker Mayfield can't.
The Browns are not playing tonight, Steve Owen. We're talking about Aaron Rodgers, and nobody else can do what he does with his team.
Joe,
he's irreplaceable.
You just called me by my birth name.
Government name.
Slow down now, bro. Slow down. I like it. I love you.
I don't need a repeat of what happened in Philly.
Wow.
I don't need you taking your jacket off and throwing down.
We are jazzed about this game tonight. Glendale, Arizona, where guess what? I got some news for you.
Yeah, what's up?
DeAndre Hopkins officially up and active for this game. Everybody,
that's what I'm talking about.
Tonight, that hammy feeling good, ready to go. We have more Game Day Kickoff straight ahead.
It's worldwide. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. When it comes to billions, don't take two. It's only one life you don't get to, so live life, don't let it live you. It feels good to see the world getting right. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. Darling.
It feels good having someone on your side to care for, be there for life's twists and turns that it has in store. 'Cause it's the little moments where we show how much we care, and with so much to protect each day, a little goes a long way. Nationwide is on your side.
Getting your favorite restaurants delivered to your door just got better. Introducing the Grubhub Guarantee. It's our promise to deliver the food you love on time and give you the lowest price. Or you'll get $5 off your next order. Experience your food just like the restaurant intended. That's the Grubhub Guarantee.
Introducing the all-new one-wheel GT and Pint X. GT, built with more power to crush new terrain. Pint X, twice the range to take on the city. 2 new boards to make everywhere epic. Get riding today at onewheel.com.
Oh, yes. Someone has a question back there.
Hello. Hi, Carl from Waukegan. I was just wondering about your Caesars Sportsbook app, and I did some digging, and apparently I can only get my Caesars rewards on the Caesars Sportsbook app?
Yes, Carl.
Okay.
Only Caesars is going to be able to give you Caesars rewards. They're my rewards. Why would someone else give them to you, Carl, if it's called Caesars rewards? It's Caesars rewarding you.
I got a vision I see in my head, a melody buried deep in the mood. The moment we change it up. The moment we change it up. Greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Greatness.
Come on, Nuggets. With all that IT stuff we got to do, let's fuel up with some chunky soup. Woo! Woo! Let's go, baby. Fill up with 16 grams of protein per can and chunky spicy chicken noodle. French fries, come on. Lunchtime is your halftime.
Believe it or not, this is data sourced from dozens of camera angles, thousands of hours of footage, gathered from sensors on mouthguards and tracking devices and pads. By analyzing and sharing data from the field and rigorously testing off the field, the NFL is driving helmet innovation that has contributed to a sustained 25% reduction in concussions for the last 3 seasons. Because if there's one thing more important to protect than the ball, it's what's underneath that helmet.
Back in Glendale, where the #1 seed in the NFC is up for grabs. It's a rivalry 100 years in the making. Packers, Cardinals, live on NFL Network.
No more anticipation, you ain't gotta wait. The calendars were marked and it's finally week 8. It's the Cardinals versus the Packers, time to set the record straight. This the greatest Thursday night football game to date. Arizona is the last undefeated team, 7-0 record, and tonight they fight to keep it clean. Kyler Murray's playing like he's trying to get a ring, and passing the D-Hop is only building up the steam. But I mean, Aaron Rodgers is balling. He ain't one of the greatest, and I don't know what to call him. With a 6-1 record, Green Bay ain't been talking. It's been only action, and tonight it should be more. You know what's happening, it's Thursday. Ready?
Welcome to NFL Gameday Kickoff, presented by KFC.
What a day, what a game, what a week this is on NFL Network, and what a night it will be for Kyler Murray, the Cardinals quarterback leading the MVP conversation currently and leading the most explosive offense in the NFL. This Cardinals team has never gone 8-0 to start a season, and they could accomplish that this evening, but Aaron Jones, he has been tasked with stepping up in this Packers offense, a Packers offense that will be without Davante Adams as well as Allen Lazard tonight. The fans out in full force. The injuries, as you can see on your screen on the right side right now. Kevin King, Packers cornerback, he will be inactive tonight.
They don't cover anybody anyway.
Good news. Well, with Jair Alexander, that's a problem for sure in the Packers secondary. And then good news, though, linebacker Preston Smith, he is active tonight. So good news for the Packers on that side of things. A lot to overcome, though, for these Packers. But, of course, they have number 12, so that always helps anytime that can give them a chance. Welcome in, everybody. A crazy show so far. If you missed it, you missed a lot. I'm Colleen, Steve, Joe, Irv. We smashed pumpkins, and we really went off the rails, and now we're back. We're focusing on this game. It's game time, baby. Let's go. The Packers offense without some of those key pieces tonight. As I mentioned, no Davante Adams, no Allen Lazard. So, Steve, how does that impact what the Green Bay Packers are going to do tonight?
Well, it really impacts this Green Bay Packers in a huge way because Aaron Rodgers looks for Davante Adams a number of different ways. He could be looking right, looking left. He is this trusted guy. When you're the wide receiver, you want your quarterback to know when he gets in a tizzy, he gets in a haste, I'm your guy, I'm your ace. And that's what Davante Adams. So you need other guys to step up. They traded for Randall Cobb. They drafted Amari Rodgers, who's a Clemson kid who understands how to play football, explosive, good center of gravity. So you got to look and see Who else can step up? Because for you to go deep in the playoffs, when teams are going to take away Davante Adams, you have to have someone else to step up, and you have to show that sooner than later.
Yes, I'm wondering who's going to be the Jeff Janis, who's going to be the Geronimo Allison. We've seen these games before. Davante Adams, he is a game changer. He's one of the most complete wide receivers in the league, but Aaron Rodgers has found a way without him before. A perfect 6-0 since 2019, completing better than 70% of his passes with just one interception while playing without his favorite target. So they've done it before. Maybe they can do it again, but also without Allen Lazard, who has stepped up in those moments. That could be an issue, and Marquez Valdez-Scantling as well will not be available tonight. And in the biggest of spots to keep up with Kyler Murray and this Cardinals offense. So Irv, without Adams, who will be Rodgers' go-to target?
You know, and I've been talking about Green Bay having a lack of someone else stepping up, not having a Robin to Davante Adams, Batman. And I thought when they brought Cobb back, that's exactly what he would be. And I said to myself and I said to others that they got to start working him in. And I ran into Randall Cobb last night at the hotel, so we had a chance to talk about these things. And I said, Randall, you know, you guys, you're going to have to find other people. He said, I know. He said, we know that. He said, but nobody's upset about it and nobody's saying anything. We know when the time comes, we'll make the play. Well, the time is now, and I'm looking for Randall Cobb to make those plays. Now, this may be a blessing in disguise because Aaron stares down Davante Adams when you watch film. I mean, he doesn't look at anybody else. So if I'm Davante, I'm okay with that. If I'm anybody else, I'm not okay with that. Now he'll be forced to find someone else, and that may help him in the long run.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. Tonight's game really could be a blessing in disguise for Green Bay because they've got an opportunity for growth and development on this offense to get some of these other guys involved that weren't necessarily all that involved while Davante Adams and Aaron Rodgers were doing their thing. And specifically, I want to see Robert Tonyan have a big night. He's one of the best tight ends in the NFL off of play action. And I talked earlier tonight, hey, Packers want to win this game. They got to keep the ball out of Kyler Murray's hands. How do they do that? Running the football with Aaron Jones. And that'll set up the play action passing. Robert Tonyan, I mentioned, great with the play action schemes. He's number 2 in overall for tight ends with receptions out of the play action the last couple years. And he's number 1 in tight end touchdowns off the play action. So he knows how to get open when they're faking the run, they're pulling the ball, and he's getting some of those intermediate concepts in that spacing between the second and third level that play action provides.
4 touchdowns in 2 games for Robert Tonyan last year without Davante Adams. Also had a career high in receiving yards, almost 100 in one of those games.
A career high, but almost 100?
It was 98 yards.
You said he was great?
All right, we know you disagree. Maybe Bobby Tonyan will prove you wrong tonight, Steve. It is only week 8, but it's a crucial night, especially in terms of the playoff picture. No question who the number 1 seed would be in the NFC if the postseason started tonight. Cardinals up top without a loss yet. The Bucs and the Packers trailing them right there at 6-1. And if Green Bay wins tonight, plus the Bucs and Rams win on Sunday, we'd have 4 teams at 7-1 fighting it out at the top of the NFC. The fans out here don't want to see another loss the rest of the season, and losing J.J. Watt for what could be the rest of the year was enough for them this week. Brutal news for them. Of course, the tiebreaker is very, very important with the really close NFC race here tonight. So, Irv, even without J.J., this team looks different. Are they the team to beat in the NFC with Zach Ertz now in the mix?
They're undefeated right now. They are the team to beat in the NFC. There's no doubt about it. This team is playing great football offensively. I really absolutely hate what has happened to J.J. Watt to get a chance to come over here and get away from all that was going on in Houston and be on this team right now. Then he's out. I mean, he played such a great game last week, but that defense will step up and they will make plays. This is definitely right now the team to beat in the NFC.
Okay, so going back to last season, we saw that hot start for the Cardinals before Kyler Murray was hurt, and that was actually during our TNF game against the Seahawks, and they ended up finishing the season 8-8. Steve, how did they avoid another second half collapse? Is it just all about keeping Kyler healthy?
Well, obviously, you always want to keep your quarterback healthy, but then also you look at this schedule and you see the amount of play, the amount of teams that they have to play. They still have to play the Rams. They have to play the Seahawks. There's so much competition. Week 10, you got to show up against Carolina, I think, right? But you just are going to have to continue to keep playing, allow this competition to kind of breed the best out of you. But it is kind of one of those touchy subjects because this team has never done this before. They haven't been to this mountaintop, so you're going to get a little bit of press clipping reading. You're going to start to feel yourself. But they have enough veterans on this team to understand that, hey, I've been possibly here, and I've seen what can happen if you don't take care of it. D-Hop, right? A.J. Green. These guys say, hey, I'm not going to let us falter because of success. Let's keep going. Let's keep practicing hard. Let's keep playing. Let's keep staying number one in all these statistical categories. So I don't believe they're going to do it, but you have to keep a watch on them because success does sometimes breed mediocrity.
I think you're exactly right because they got to keep the main thing, and that's going to be a challenge for the Cardinals. For them, it's not about winning a division or getting to the Super Bowl. It's about winning the Super Bowl, and the veterans in that locker room need to keep all of those guys focused on that goal. And don't get excited about, we're 8-0. We've never done that in franchise history. We're playing so well. Everything is hunky-dory. No, you got to put your nose to the grindstone and do it every single week because you're going to have to go through maybe one of the most difficult routes to the Super Bowl this season, going through the NFC. I think probably the 5 best teams in the NFL right now are all in the NFC, so they're not going to be able to have a night off if they want to win a Super Bowl.
So do not get complacent.
No.
Just 8-0. You guys are giving him looks over here. I'm not sure what's happening.
I wasn't.
I like
pocket square must be
You good? You good with that pocket square?
Pocket square?
Is that up to your standards?
the lining of his coat.
That's good.
Why are you all up in his coat?
All right.
He likes it. He's a fashionista.
All up in his business. Style.
These Cardinals, they also have A.J. Green in the mix this year, a new addition in the offseason. So they have so many ways that they can cut you up and dice you up, and now they're running the ball better as well. Guess what? You know what we're going to do on the other side? We're going to pick this game.
Okay.
Buckle up.
Buttercups.
It's a primetime showdown on Thursday Night Football. Carson Wentz leads the Colts' high-powered offense against the New York Jets. Touchdown, New York Jets. Colts, Thursday Night Football on Fox, NFL Network, and streaming on Prime Video.
Sunday at 9, Micah Parsons and Trayvon Diggs have the Cowboys rolling.
Of course it's Diggs!
They tell Michael Irvin the keys to Dallas's defensive success.
You got so many go-getters. Everybody's bound to be that guy.
NFL Game Day morning, Sunday at 9 on NFL Network.
Goes top of speakers. I mean, yeah, that's how I'm going today when I'm going to go roll it down. I am.
You don't need a car to listen to Sirius XM. You can listen anywhere. You know that, right?
What? Kevin Hart's Laugh Out Loud Radio.
Kevin, you could use your phone.
What?
Alexa, play Kevin Hart's Laugh Out Loud Radio on Sirius XM.
What? This is how I know you're getting old. I guess that was it. What?
You know what beats next day shipping? Getting it the same day. So shop Ace online and get free in-store or curbside pickup right in your neighborhood. Or get what you need delivered the very same day you order.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Sometimes you might not feel ready for the moment. With Roman at your side,
we got this.
You can take care of erectile dysfunction discreetly. So that you're ready. Roman ready.
Welcome to Allstate, where we've just lowered our auto rates. And savings like that follow you everywhere. Now get new lower auto rates with Allstate. Because better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click or call for a lower auto rate today.
Warm feet and cold hands. Find the fine life, baby.
DraftKings Sportsbook has same-game parlays for the NFL season.
Okay, even I can do that.
So what should we do?
We take the underdog, the over, and both QBs over 300 yards. Smooth.
I like it.
No one still does that.
76% of people follow a fist bump with a boom.
Wrong. Football.
Hip, hip, parlay!
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and feel the NFL action like never before.
For those of you who've never seen the greatest the world has ever seen, let's go!
To the end zone, touchdown! Brady. He's got it! Down he goes! Unbelievable! Incredible play!
Download the NFL app today.
They say I walk like a king, talk like a king. Come on, brother. You can act around now, say the same thing. They chasing the fame, they all want the name. But they ain't got what's running through these veins. Make way for the...
What a play by Rodgers. Green Bay all the way.
Make way for the king. Make way for the king. We ain't got the same, they ain't got what's running through these veins. Make way for the king.
Make way for the king. Make way for Kurt Warner, an absolute legend around here at State Farm Stadium. There you see his name in the Cardinals Ring of Honor. One of the many accomplishments over his career. Super Bowl winner, Hall of Famer. And really, look at this game right here. Because if we're talking about the Cardinals and the Packers, we have to talk about this. Total defensive battle, right? Wrong. Cardinals up 31-10. Then Rodgers and the Green Bay offense went on a tear. 4 touchdown passes for Rodgers in the second half. 5 for Kurt Warner. It ended up tied at 45. This game was just absolutely insane. Before Arizona won it in overtime on a defensive touchdown. Naturally, 51-45, the final score. And for all of his accomplishments in his career, another bucket list item right here, being on the show with us. Welcome in, Kurt Warner. And I know that we're going to do something a little different with you. We're going to talk quarterbacks. I know it's kind of crazy, but let's start with Aaron Rodgers. How does he do it tonight with his top targets missing in action here?
Well, first of all, Colleen, I don't know what it looks like out there on the Great Lawn, but there's a lot of green here on the inside. I'm hoping that's going to change as the game gets started. But the big question is, how is Aaron Rodgers and this Packers team going to attack this fast defense of the Cardinals? And so you got to go and look and say, okay, we've got a couple playmakers out there, big-time playmakers, Aaron Jones, Robert Tonyan. Those are guys that I think they have to focus on. And so the key is going to become, how do you get those guys in space? I believe there's going to be a lot of 2 tight end sets, 2 wide receiver sets. So now let's spread the ball out. Let's put Aaron Jones on the outside. Let's get our other guys clearing it out. Get the ball to Aaron Jones in space, because one of the most dynamic playmakers in the National Football League. That's one way. Okay, now we're going to put all our receivers over here to the left-hand side. We get Tonyan and Aaron Jones on the same side of the field, so we get matchups with both of those guys. Here, underneath guys going to jump Aaron Jones, gives me a one-on-one over the top to Tonyan. That means touchdowns in those situations that I heard talking earlier. How about that guy that I went out and pleaded to bring back here in Randall Cobb? We set up in a heavy run formation, the play action. We need Randall Cobb to step up on the outside and make some big-time plays like this. So they're going to have to be creative, because they don't have number 17 where we can just line him up and go, oh, I'm going to throw it to that guy over there. They're going to have to be creative with this to attack this really, really good Cardinals defense.
Speaking of being creative, that's all we've seen from this Cardinals offense. As for Kyler Murray, playing at home in this beautiful stadium with the roof open, Kurt, which I know you just absolutely loved.
Oh, I hated it. I was a dome guy, but hey, it's a beautiful day. I think I could play in this weather, and Kyler, man, that guy can play in any weather. And you talk about being creative. Is there a more creative quarterback in the NFL than this guy? What he can do with both his legs and his arm. I mean, this is a 3rd and 20-something in the game. You don't complete these. We get a 2-on-1. All he needs to see is the safety turn his hips inside. And, man, the rocket arm to be able to put it over the corner in front of the safety, set him up for a touchdown there. Here's the areas that he's getting better, right? Against blitz. All-out pressure by Minnesota. I got to buy time, just to let let my guy Christian Kirk get over the top, then just lay it out there where only he can get it. Man, he always beating the blitz. And then here's the creative part that we're talking about, is that sometimes we look and just say, oh, he's just throwing the ball up. But to me, I think it's calculated this year. The game has slowed down. Defender's back is turned to me. I got number 10. Lay it up there where only my guy can get it. The game has slowed down for Kyler Murray to go along with that unbelievable arm, unbelievable skill set with his legs. And this is what you're seeing. You're seeing an MVP-type performance just about every time he steps between the lines.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kurt, for your insight and really for teaching me about overcoming adversity, because with all the injury talk here tonight with these two teams, I just want to let you know that I am splint-free after you broke my finger.
Gosh, finally, quit milking it. Come on, Colleen.
Okay, why don't you tell that to Russell Wilson, who also has a mallet finger, all right? Good stuff. My bill is in the mail, all right, buddy? I'll see you inside. You can catch more of Kurt Warner when Sunday arrives on NFL Network with Irv, Mooch, and Rich Eisen leading the way on game day morning. Everything you need to get yourself ready for the day of football ahead, and it all gets going at 9 a.m. Eastern. Okay, Irv, we just saw Kurt break down what makes Kyler Murray so amazing and hard to defend, really. And now with the Packers dealing with all of these injuries on the defense, how will they be able to overcome that and really go up against this Cardinals offense?
I mean, if they were at full strength, it would still be a big task to slow down this offense. You have to somehow, some way, get to Kyler Murray. That's the only. You don't have the talent on the back end to stop the talent that they have at wide receiver. You have to get to this man. You have to keep him in the pocket. Houston tried some of it last week, but he still completed passes from the pocket. So, yes, this is going to be a tough day for that defense and stopping Kyler Murray and stopping the Arizona Cardinals.
Well, this season, it is flying by already. I can't believe it's already week 8. It's kind of crazy at this point. But when you consider the fact that the Packers, week 1, how about that loss to the Saints? It feels like forever ago. They have won 6 in a row since then. Second longest active streak behind Arizona. And then part of the reason why they're successful right now is because of that defense. Top 5 in a bunch of different categories since week 2, with Rashawn Gary coming up big. He had the strip sack last week. It also helps, too, that after throwing 2 picks in week 1, Aaron Rodgers has 15 touchdown passes and just 1 interception. So that week 1, maybe just a blip, maybe just an extended preseason game for the Packers. But, Joe, they're hot. They're under the lights tonight, but they're undermanned as well. So how will Rodgers keep pace with Kyler Murray and the Cardinals offense tonight?
It's all about long drives, and it's weird to say this when you got Aaron Rodgers, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, under center, to say they need to run the football tonight if they want to have a chance to win. But the Cardinals are 4th in time of possession in the NFL. Kyler Murray leads the NFL in completion percentages. That means they're on the field a lot. And so if Packers want to win this game, they got to keep Kyler Murray on the sideline. They need to convert third down. They need to run the ball with Aaron Jones, which can set up some shots down the field and play action to Robert Tonyan and some of the guys that are actually going to be active tonight. But that's the key. Keep Kyler Murray on the sidelines. Keep this a small game where there's not a lot of possessions, and give yourself an opportunity to have the ball when there's like 4 or 5 minutes left on the clock, and give Aaron Rodgers exactly what he needs with timeouts to go down the field and score as time expires. That's how you win this game.
When you just look down at the bottom of all the offensive guys that are out, it's going to be a tough task when you play an explosive team like the Arizona Cardinals. But also what you're talking about offensively, they must apply a lot of pressure. You saw the Houston Texans apply some pressure in the first half, which gave the Arizona Cardinals a much closer game in the first half, and in the second half they pulled away. But if you can apply some kind of pressure and keep those lanes, those rush lanes,
keep him in the pocket,
condense everything, get in his face, make him turn the ball down and start to run with it versus throwing the ball to DeAndre Hopkins and A.J. Green and Christian Kirk and all these other guys. And then also, too, this 1-2 punch with Chase Edmond and James Conner, it's actually been impressive, this 1-2 combination. So the Cowboys, you got me thinking the Cowboys, the Green Bay Packers.
Cowboys.
The Green Bay Packers must play Great offense, but greater defense.
You know, you guys are talking about Packers having to run the ball. I hope they can run the ball. You know, that means you have to run the ball and keep close the score, because if the score gets away from you, that kills the run game right there. Steve, you were talking about it. All but one of his interceptions, all but one of Kyler Murray's interceptions has come from the pocket while he was in the pocket. That's why you have to try to keep him in that pocket and make some plays and get some turnovers.
Will he be celebrating tonight? That is the big question. Let's find out who is celebrating tonight, presented by Allstate. Starting with the man that we have talked a lot about tonight, Packers running back Aaron Jones, Joe.
Yeah, he's got to have a big night tonight. Not only running the football, but catching the ball out of the backfield. He's one of only 4 running backs with 400 or more rushing yards and 175 yards receiving. He leads the NFL in receiving touchdowns also for running back. So this is the guy that everybody wants to circle tonight on their scouting report if the Packers want to win.
And we talked about it, how important Randall Cobb has to be to this football team. He has to really step up his play. They have to step up the opportunities. Randall Cobb only has 18 targets this whole season, 14 receptions, 179 yards. That's third among Green Bay wide receivers. He has to be the man tonight.
Chandler Jones, Steve. I mean, he's coming back. That is huge for this defense.
Chandler Jones coming off the COVID list on Monday, has 102 career sacks, leads the NFL since 2012. 5 sacks, 14 quarterback hits. What does that all mean? That means that man is a terror. He can get on the edge and cause havoc, confusion, and mistakes, and that's what they need. You want a second guess Aaron Rodgers, which rarely happens, but you can do it if you apply that pressure. And Chandler Jones is that guy. Boy, he looks like John Jones right there, getting ready for a fight at UFC. But I digress. Let's get back to football, and that's D-Hop right there. You heard Colleen talk about it. He is up. He is going today, and that's huge for the Arizona Cardinals, because this is the focal point that all defenses will focus on, and then Kyler Murray will eat you up with other people when you're focusing on that beast right there. DeAndre Hopkins, one of the baddest boys in the NFL.
Kyler Murray, this guy's the leader in the clubhouse right now for the NFL MVP. He's completing nearly 75% of his passes, which leads the NFL. But almost as amazing is he's got 6 out of their 7 games where he's over 100 for his passer rating, and he beats you in so many different ways. One of the reasons the Cardinals slid towards the end of last season is because Kyler, he hurt his shoulder, little AC joint sprain in our game last season, and then he wasn't as efficient running the football. He was a little afraid to get outside the pocket and run with the ball. He's healthy right now. He's running the football. He's one of the best, if not the best, in the NFL.
And when he's healthy, I don't know if you've been living under a rock, but October 15th, Zach Ertz was traded from the Eagles. They freed him. He's here in Arizona. 3 catches, 66-yard last week. Had a little one-handed snagger, but then also, too, he is right behind Kelsey. He can impact this game. Max Williams is injured right now, so you got Zach Ertz. When Max Williams gets back, Zach Ertz, this tight end group can really be dangerous, along with the 4 wide receivers that they primarily run anyway.
Yeah, and the Packers grease board in the locker room. Keys to victory tonight: 1A, run the ball with Aaron Jones. 1B is going to be play action pass, throwing the ball to this dude. He's second in the NFL among tight ends in the last couple years for receiving yards. He's tied for first for receiving touchdowns off of play action. That's what they need tonight to be able to dice up this Cardinals defense without so many of their big-time receivers on the outside.
This is such a great game for us to start the week. I cannot wait to pick it. I know these fans are excited to sit down and watch it. Even that adorable baby right there. Aaron Rodgers, 8-0 in prime time since 2020. Does that swing anyone's thoughts here on their pick? It doesn't for me. So let's do it. Let's find out who is winning tonight. And for me, I'm going with the home team. I'm going with the Arizona Cardinals. 32-24. This team is just so hard to defend with Kyler Murray, the way that he can extend plays, throw the ball downfield with 4 of these wide receivers coming at you. And then you add in the tight end and Zach Ertz that we've talked about. Plus, they're running the ball ball well, and this defense just doesn't get enough love. Marcus Golden, someone that should get more love than he does, so keep an eye out for him tonight.
Well, for me, this game right here, you look at what's going on, and the Green Bay Packers are the team that looks like they're down. But that makes you already know that Aaron Rodgers is the hero. He's going to put on his cape, and all of his guys, the Justice League guys, the nameless heroes, will all have names after this game. I got the Green Bay Packers 35-30.
I like it. You know, this one kind of hurts my heart a little bit because I actually picked the Packers to start the week, but then when they lost Lazard and they lost Devontae Adams, I said, I don't know if they can do it. And, you know, being from Wisconsin as a kid, growing up a Packers fan, all my family's going to be wearing their Green Bay Packers socks and underwear tonight, and they're going to be really sad because the Packers are going to lose 24-21.
Listen, I think this game is going to be a little bit more open than that. I'm taking the Cards to win it. 41-48. They haven't scored 40 points this season. Good. They will tonight.
41 points? 41. I cannot wait. Coming up next on NFL Network, Fox NFL Thursday, as we get ready for this huge NFC matchup. We'll see which team smashes the other tonight here on NFL Network. We'll be back with the star of the game. No, do not show that again. Can we please delete that?
Nope. No.
NFL Game Day Kickoff is presented by KFC. Head to KFC.com to try the spicy Kentucky Fried Chicken sandwich today.